That's a great question. So the challenge is essentially in the writer's room when we get in there, any good idea that we have, we make sure that it makes it to the season that we're writing and we don't save anything up. And because it's clearly not good enough to sort of make it, so we just bin it. And it's not like we have saved it and kept it. So that's the challenge that we always have. And that's something that I always tell the writers in the writer's room, don't hold back anything that's good, put it in there. And that's what we did for the first season. So when we went into the second, it was like absolutely starting from scratch. However, cricket is the gift that keeps giving, right? Like reality. Reality always is sort of stranger than fiction in so many ways. And we just keep sort of borrowing things that are happening in real life and dramatizing them, incorporating them into the script. But you had like this whole, like you guys saw in the trailer, there was this whole doping angle of performance-enhancing drugs in sport. And it's not just cricket, like in sport. So that we took from like what went down in, say, cycling and the whole Armstrong thing, the Tour de France. There's other, like, and you know what, it's crazy because if you see something like the World Cup finals that just went down, and if one had to script that, I don't think anyone would have believed it, right? So in many ways, reality is a lot more outrageous, and a lot of times you have to just like sort of curtail it and make it more palatable for viewers when we get to it. But yeah, so we're just lucky that cricket is always helping us keep writing this.
Great, thank you so much. Akash, my question to you is that, this being your debut, so what have been the highs of creating a 10-episode series?
I think the template was pretty much there for anybody to, build on. Any director, whether it's debut or otherwise, would have had a challenge in front of them with something that's so, it requires the scale it requires, and it requires the effort it needs. So I think for any director, first time or otherwise, it would have been a big high. What made it most interesting for me was to be able to work with long format, wherein I get to live with these characters on a longer timeline. Their crests and their troughs, their transitions, their final resolves and deliverance, all of those really add to the narrative value, and I think that was the most interesting and most challenging bit for me. Other than that, I think a 10-part show like the one that we've successfully been able to follow up with after the first season. Congratulations on the Emmy nomination, guys. I think it was all about building it to another level, to top the first season. And I think from the word go, everybody in the team, from every crew member to actor, everybody was just working from a place of self-awareness. And I think that is what is going to make it a better show in its own self. I think kudos to the entire team, everybody that has put in 500,000%. I think it's big centuries that have come up. Yeah. And yeah, it was that in itself was the interesting bit for me.
Thank you, Akash. Gurmeet, this one's for you. Broadcasting live cricket is very, very complicated, and I can say that being a sports presenter myself, there's a lot of panic, there's a lot of frenzy, everything is on the spur of the moment. So how did you recreate that same frenzy, that same pace, that same energy for this show?
Well, we are a cricket crazy country, and now there's so much live cricket for everyone to watch. We knew it would be a challenge to try and create cricket matches on screen that are fictional. And something that we realized very early on that, our normal filming techniques would probably have to take a backseat. And the best way to approach it would be how you would shoot a real match. So we got an actual broadcasting team with 8 and multiple cameras to come in, a PCR, and try and shoot the game like we would see it on television. The complication was that our brilliant actors had to actually go out there and play the cricket themselves. So all the sixes that you'd see a Vayu Raghavan or an Arvind Vashisht hit are actual sixes, or Siddhant and Amit Sial's character, those wickets that they've taken are actual wickets that they've taken, those bouncers. So,
as real as can be?
Yes, and the complication of our director was, I guess, just to be patient. I think more than anything else, it took us a while to arrive at all those set pieces and for them to go on. So I was more a cheerleader than a director to them, just encouraging them, ke, ek aur dalo, milega, milega. So, but it was great fun and it's turned out really well. We're really proud of it.
It certainly does sound like a lot of fun. Vivek, my question is for you. First of all, we're very happy that, you're alive in the show.
Thank you. Alive and
Is
breathing.
he really?
Now, because the season starts after your character,
Like
Vikrant,
that.
the season starts after your character loses everything that he bets in the season finale. So where does this loss take him?
I think Vikrant Dhawan, the spirit of Vikrant Dhawan is power, right? So power is his drug, power is his weapon. And at the end of the first season, it's all taken away. They've taken away his power, they've taken away his status, they've taken away his relevance, and basically taken away his entire kingdom that he's built. In the second season, what was exciting was to bring a whole different kind of Vikrant Dhawan, someone with vulnerabilities, someone with insecurities, with fears, but also with a seething rage, a burning vengeance, like a dark phoenix rising, coming back like a wounded lion to win his territory again, to take back his kingdom. And that was super exciting. And I must say that working with this mad guy, this absolutely insane guy with a long beard, was spectacular because he helped with, Karan of course created the character and then had a whole different graph, but Akash's visual interpretation of Vikrant Dhawan, which I think they've hid behind his dark beard, you haven't seen it yet, but his visual interpretation was just phenomenal, and I loved collaborating with such a cool team, fantastic actors, great DOP guys. Vivek, he's not here with us right now, but phenomenal DOP, and also big shout out to my darling Richa, I'm missing her, Zarina Malik, the love-hate relationship continues. So yeah, it was a trip. It was an amazing trip.
Thank you, Vivek. Angad, this one's for you. Will we see shades of grey in Arvind Vashist in season 2?
I can't say that shades of grey, but definitely you'll see a very different Arvind Vashist. It's light blue. So yeah.
Are you just playing it safe right now?
No, I'm not, because he's definitely not playing it safe this season. Yeah, not playing it safe at all.
Okay,
But
well that answers
obviously,
that.
I think you'll see a man who's got a lot of purpose behind him. Definitely a very different, changed man who wants to come back. He still has the same, belief and the same principle of being an upright person and loving the game and following it. But he will not be fooled anymore. He's a person who, in the first season, you saw a very naive man, an honest, upright man who believed in people. He believed in his co-owners. He believed in Vikrant Dhawan. He believed in Zarina. But not anymore. You'll see a very, very different side.
It was rather
to this man.
emphatic. Not anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Did you take any tips from your father to prepare for this role at all, Angad?
So here's the thing. Though I've been, I've born and brought up in a cricketing family, I can take as many tips from him, but eventually I'll have to do the job. So when on the screenplay, it was written you have to go across the stumps and you have to hit the ball, or you have to go and play over third man and put it in the stands for a 6, or hit it over covers, or then go across the off and pull the ball on the front foot over mid-wicket. These are very easily written, So the only thing is that it takes a lot of practice, right? And the brief was you got to go and play like A.B. de Villiers. And
Okay.
why not? And my first question was that, fine, then why am I not playing the IPL? So, but eventually we really toiled hard. We practiced a lot. We worked and we worked and we worked and we slogged. And I've been, in fact, when I used to try and play a little bit when I was really young, under 16 level, I think I was not as good a cricketer or a batsman as I've become after Inside Edge season 1 and 2. So yeah, thank you.
People don't remember is that you were a bowler.
You can take
right?
a shot
Yeah,
at that
I was a
team again.
bowler. I used to bowl left arm spin when I was 13, and I was a terrible overweight fielder. So I think I've done kind of okay, right?
And I also think
Karan?
Yeah, but now you can take a shot at the national team again. Right?
Yeah.
Now that you're
So
good again.
I think, yeah, hopefully I could be auctioned.
and I also think that Inside Edges made him a much better sledger of the game, right? Because now you know how to.
Yeah,
Yeah. Vayu taught him some tricks.
yeah. He does bring the best out of me.
And
Tanush
worst.
does. Yeah, and the worst. So yeah, it's been a great joyride, and I think due credit. I feel that what we are today, as Arvind Vashisht, or as Vayu, or as Prashant Kanodia, Devinder Mishra, I feel I can speak on behalf of us boys who are on the field. This show has given us a lot. It's given us a DNA where people recognize us through our character names. And I think we have to be extremely grateful to Amazon. At the same time, Excel Entertainment. Karan, thank you very much for giving me Arvind Vashisht. And I'll always be indebted to you, for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Angad. Tanuj, now, before I ask you my question, just a little personal note. Just before this press conference, I was told from a very, very close friend of mine that she has watched Inside Edge Season 1 solely for you.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I was wondering where this was going.
All good things coming.
Is it
Come
a
on,
he?
man.
Is
All
it, I'm
good things
sorry,
coming.
is it a he or a she?
She.
Okay.
All right. So, why don't you just tell us about the fan reactions you've received from Season 1?
The fan reactions, it was almost a surreal experience the weeks and months after Season 1 came out, right? Because, when we were making the show, we knew we were onto something, but we couldn't quite pinpoint it could blow up in such a big way. And suddenly I could be out with my friends getting out of a movie, people are screaming, "Hey, you're Vayu, right?" Or I could be driving the car, someone will turn up the car next to me and pull down the window and be like, "Bro, abuse like Vayu na acha lagta hai." Stuff like that. Or I had this really embarrassing thing. I was in the washroom and I was doing my business and two guys flanked me on either side and they're like, "Bhai sahab kaun hai?" And I'm like, just can you give me 2 minutes?
Is that where one of your dialogues is inspired from? That's what it just reminded me.
Which one?
The ones that we just saw in the 11
Right.
minutes.
No, nothing is inspired by my experiences. Everything is.
Or just the
they
wrong way around.
They wanted to grab you in a vulnerable position.
No, so it was crazy. I've had a couple of girls out there who have gone and got Vayu tattoos. So there's this one girl who has a Vayu tattoo on one hand and a Dhoni tattoo on the other.
I see.
So yeah, and it's quite crazy.
It's been a joyride, clearly.
Yeah, it's been quite a ride. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I hope it's a good thing, but people know Vayu more than they know Tanuj.
Oh, that's
like
great.
a whole lot
Always
more.
works for actors, doesn't
I
it?
hope so, yeah. So it's been quite a trip.
He's
Thank
been
you.
practicing his cricket very diligently and all other skills that Vayu Raghavan's known for.
Only
Also
my
very
cricketing skills.
diligently.
Only my cricketing skills, yes.
Thank you, Tanuj.
Thank you.
Amar, this is for you. Now, despite never being seen, but your character has always been omnipresent. So how is it to play such an anticipated character?
Like doing a biopic of a ghost. I don't know.
Man.
I didn't really know how to prepare for it, but yeah, it was tricky because I guess the audience or whoever's seen the first season have built an image, a personality in their heads. So to fit into everyone's imagination would be impossible. So I guess they'll have to do with me for season 2 now.
I suppose everyone's more than happy.
Whoever they had in their heads. Sorry, guys.
All right, thank you for that. Okay, my apologies. I think I mispronounced your name earlier. Let's just hear it from you. Let's just hear the right, correct pronunciation from you.
Shayoni.
Shayoni. Okay, great.
It's not Sayani.
All right, I hear you.
He's also Sayani.
Sayani to hai. Sayani to bahut Sayani hai isliye.
Okay, you have a very special relationship with Amazon Prime Video. You made your digital debut with them. You've done another series with them, and you're back here with season 2. So, and you play an analyst in this show. So, has any of your analytical skills, have you taken them outside of the series as well in real life? Can you analyze your co-actors, for instance?
Oh wow, I can write a thesis, trust me.
I heard all the time from here. All the time.
First of all, that's fine. My name gets mispronounced all the time, and I have a big soldier who's correcting the world.
You have a very strong defense team, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
So, and thank you. It's so lovely, first of all. Thank you, all of you, for turning up. And it's such a nice energy in this room. It's absolutely amazing to be here, actually, with everyone. You know, it's been a while that we've all met. Siddhant has gone a little bit off. We don't get to see him since he's become really famous. So it's amazing to see. And welcome back, brother. It's amazing to just be here. You know that guy from the gully? But it's amazing, and of course this was my digital debut for I think most of us it was, and to have collaborated with Excel earlier, it was just working again with family friends that I already knew, and Karan and Guru one knew from before. So when they actually came to me with Rohini, I was really ecstatic after I read the script. It's a fantastic character. I think in season 2, she gets even more brilliant, and really, to collaborate with this entire team, I think there's a lot of warmth and love and respect, and we love getting together and making this, We are genuinely good friends, and I think
very
it's
evident.
fabulous.
Yeah, very evident.
Yeah, except for that guy from the gully. But
There she goes, analyzing him again.
no, but if I have to analyze my co-stars, co-actors, I think I'll start from Devender. I think he wants to shoot everyone who annoys him in real life. And the lesser we know what's going on in his head,
Bullshit. Kind of, no nonsense.
I have a family, man.
the lesser we get into his head, the better.
Isn't that us?
But he is, Devender's character is the favorite for all of us. I think we all love Devender on and off screen. Siddhant, of course, is so effortless in everything. So again, welcome back. We really, really missed you.
मतलब आपने मेहनत नहीं की. Effortless.
यार ये मुझे कटाक्ष पे कटाक्ष दिए जा रही है वहाँ से. नहीं यार ऐसा नहीं है यार, मैंने मेहनत तो की है. गुरु को मालूम है, करण को मालूम है, हाथ पैर सब कुछ खून पसीना.
By the way, Siddhant actually cut his leg really bad with the spikes in his boots because he was just, remember the first season? There was a serious medical emergency with Siddhant last year when we were shooting the game of cricket.
Yeah, but
Show us how you did the last few balls. Do you want to just show us how you delivered them with that foot? Let's do it. Just show them how you did it. The last.
Okay, guys, watch.
ये तो मत कर, फिर गिरेगा यहाँ पे.
You're wearing a bowler hat also here. Let's go for it.
I'm a fast bowler, but yeah.
They don't need any cues.
Sorry, guys.
As you can
we
tell,
just
they don't
met
need
for
any
a
cues.
long time. I think, sorry.
कर ले bro, कर ले.
You should bowl and
Is
rap
this
together.
gully big enough for you?
अरे बाप रे.
Poor
चलो
thing.
करके देखो.
He still has it. Clean bowls, man.
140 plus.
That was half the season.
Okay, thank you for that. Sapna, let's move on to you. If I'm not wrong, this is your third Amazon original, right? So you also have a very enduring relationship with Amazon Prime Video.
Yes. Hello, hello. So grateful to Amazon Prime Video for this third opportunity now. And Akash, Karan, Ritesh, Guru for creating Mantra, who's a very differently empowered character compared to my other roles with Amazon. Very subtly empowered. We've been calling her a breath of fresh air amongst all these power-playing manipulators in the show. And yeah, she's a very grounded character. Very grounded character out of all the other empowered female characters I've done with Amazon. A lot more delicate, so I hope you like her.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Absolutely sure. Thank you so much. Amit, you've been one of the most loved characters from season 1. But wasn't Devendra killed at the end of season 1? And now you're back for season 2? Or are you?
यार इतनी सी गोली होती है इतनी सी गोली में नहीं मरता देवेंद्र मिश्रा यार
Oh.
तो शायद मर भी सकता है पता नहीं मुझे पता
I don't think I'm going to get a straight answer.
I don't know what is it I don't know I think they should watch it no
He's just here to confuse you all. Is he actually here or is he not here?
I'm actually not here
That's the best thing. He's not even here. He's not even here. Okay, well, fine. I think we can go with that because
yeah I think this is fun
the
we should go
mystery
with
and the
this.
suspense continues, right? And what's wrong
Right.
with that? Okay, Siddhant, for you. Earlier this year, you mentioned that Zoya cast you in Gully Boy after, I think, meeting you at the success party of Inside Edge Season 1. Now you're back in Season 2, so what does Season 2 mean to you?
Anyway, everybody's been asked character-related questions. I've been asked questions which are season 2. Well, I hope we win the Emmys this time, and I still dance at the Emmy after party, and maybe grab some attention of maybe directors there. But yeah, it's very special. Inside Edge will always be special to me. This is where my career started. Thanks to everybody here: Guru, Karan, Ritesh sir, Vivek sir, Tanuj, Angad, Devendra. So it's always going to be special, and this time it's even more, because we shot Inside Edge after Gully Boy, so I had to lose all that weight and get back into the head of Prashant Kanodia, and you know where it ends. So this time I'm quite excited to see how demented or how dark it has gone this time. But yeah, I won't say I had a fun time shooting this because it really got into my head. He got into my head, or I would say, spoilers. Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be very special and it's going to be fun, and I hope everybody, whoever's going to be watching it, likes it. So yeah.
I'm sure we will. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the stellar cast, creators, directors, and producer of Inside Edge Season 2.